Hello everyone, it's Heather from Willow Rose Soap Company. I know it's been a while since I've done a video, but I've had some things going on, so I apologize for that. At the end of this video, I am going to finally post pictures of the the brine bars that I did a couple weeks ago, and I'm also going to show how they work, how the creaminess and the bubbles and everything, how nice they actually are. I'm not going to use a full bar, but I've got just a little side piece that I'm going to use, and then I cut one in half to use. They smell great. This is the orange, coffee, and eucalyptus, which I know sounds strange, but it smells really good. No, this is the mandarin. I'm sorry, mandarin, coffee, and eucalyptus. If I'm wrong, I'll correct it in the drop-down box. And this has the poppy seeds and the cranberry in it. And it is scented with lime, orange, and eucalyptus, I believe. Again, if I'm mistaken, I will correct myself. Okay, so I'm going to make, I think I'm going to call it Teal My Heart, because I'm the main color. I was going to do it just one color, just a simple soap, but of course I couldn't do that. The main color is going to be Tahitian Teal from Matte Oils. And then the second color is going to be Peacock, something or other, it's worn off, but I know it's Peacock Blue, I think. And it's mixed, I've mixed that with a little bit of the Tahitian Teal. And I'm going to just do a tad of white using Snow White from Matte Oils and Vanna White. And then I want it to be a unisex soap, but I love glitter, so I may do half and half. This is sea salt with the Peacock Blue from Matte Oils and Indigo Girls from Matte Oils. And I'm going to scent it with Hedonic Tonic from Matte Oils, which I think is a unisex fragrance. Normally I don't like florals or musks, but this smells so good. It reminds me of, I think I wore something similar to that when I was in college, and if you know me or have talked to me, you know I'm allergic to a lot of fragrance oils, so I have to use a lot of things with essential oils in them. And even some essential oils I'm allergic to if they are florals or woodsy, like cedar, I can't use it. I can use rose. I cannot use geranium, which I really wish I could because it smells so good. But anyway, we'll get to the soap making. This is going to be a luxury bar. It has kaolin clay, French green clay, which is not very green. I'm sure you've seen it. It's more like a pale gray than green. Tussa silk, sodium lactate. I'm going to use cream. It has castor, coconut oil, sweet cherry kernel oil, Kapuasu butter, which is spelled C-U-P-U-A-C-U, soybean oil, and organic lard, which if you read my drop-down box, all of my oils and butters are organic unless I specify otherwise. So anyway, everything is in here with the exception of the cream. I'm going to mix up give this a little buzz. And I've already put the sodium lactate in because I'm quite forgetful these days. So I'm going to add the cream, and I did do a little water discount. Obviously I did the discount for the cream, but then I did another discount, which equates to about 2 ounces of water. I've never used this fragrance before, so I didn't want to do a large discount, even though it says it does not accelerate trace or discolor or rice. You never know until you've used it. Okay, I'm going to strain my lye water, even though I think the Tussa silk dissolved quite well because it was in there before I even added the lye, so it should have dissolved well because, as you know, the lye solution reaches about 200 degrees within a few seconds of the lye being added. It looks good to me. I don't see anything in there, but I'd rather be safe than sorry. Ooh, my bowl is full. And I want to say thank you to Clyde from Vibrant Soaps. He did a review on my soaps and he did a great job, and I really appreciate that, Clyde. Thank you so much. And also I want to thank Kenny from Royal Appleberry for the wonderful shout out that she gave me. Thank you, Kenny. And to everybody who subscribed to my channel. I think I'm going to just start doing a giveaway. When I reach 500 subscribers, I'm going to do a giveaway of 2 luxury soaps, a lotion, my husband's over here dancing, trying to distract me, a lotion, and probably a lip balm. So I don't want this too thick, but I want it a little bit thick because I'm going to try to do a hanger swirl. Okay. Oh, and I wanted to mention Wendy Jamerson. She is in our soap club, and she owns High Cotton Soaps. You can find her, I believe she has a business site on Facebook. If not, you can find her under High Cotton Soaps, and her first name is spelled W-I-N-D-Y, and her soaps are very nice. Ooh, I can smell the fragrance. It smells really good. Here we go. Let's see what happens. I always like to start on the lower end of the percentage spectrum when it comes to usage rates with fragrance oils, because you never know. It all depends on your recipe. If you're using more hard oils than liquid oils, that can affect, you know, how quickly you trace. And I know a lot of people like their soaps super strong. I do not, but I do make some of them stronger than I would like personally, because that's what the customers like. Oh yeah, that's oh no. I think I might give Kenny a run for her money on the messiest soaper. I don't know. I need to order some of her soaps. I haven't gotten to try any of hers yet. That's what I love about our group. And I like Soapy 101 too. And there's some other ones, I'm sorry if I'm not mentioning. Soap Club is good. They have great administrators, and they don't allow, you know, I'm sure if you're new to soaping and you've gone into the big groups, some of them can be quite blunt. I'll put that in a nice way. How about that? But I don't allow that in my group, and anybody who's in my group can attest to that. Alright, now, I know I'm moving slower than usual, I'm sorry. Okay, I don't know why I got 3 out. I only need 2. I just want a little white, not much. That should be perfect. If anybody has any suggestions on what they'd like to see, like a technique, a scent, a fragrance, colors, whatever, just you can put it in the comment section, or you can contact me through my email, my business page, any of the above, because I'd love to hear what you'd like to see. And Miriam, I'm sorry, I don't know your last name. You had left a comment asking if I would do a lotion making video, and I will. It is on my list to do, hopefully by the end of the month. It would not let me respond to you. I do not know why. Every time I would try and respond, it said invalid response. I have no idea. So hopefully you see this and know I wasn't ignoring you. I have a feeling I'm going to have to use some more of this colorant. That's okay. Plenty. And it's time to order. I don't know if anybody's ordered the big, I think it was 8 pounds of coconut oil from Brambleberry. If somebody could explain to me why, who thought it was a good idea to put it in those plastic containers. It's in a giant 8-pound bag with a screw top on it, and you're supposed to melt the whole thing, like in a double boiler every time you want to use it. I don't use 8 pounds of oil, coconut oil every time I make a batch. That's just crazy. But anyway, I cut the top off and just worked with it. But I placed a bigger oil with, my mind is blank, WSP. And it comes in a big bucket, and I'll be so glad when that comes in. So I don't have to keep fighting with that bag. I mean, I'll use it, but I'm going to transfer it over into another bucket. I don't know. We might, let's see how this other color turns out, but I know I'm going to need more. There we go. And the next soap I'm going to make is a calamine soap. It's going to be a plain Jane soap, but it serves a purpose. With all of, well, I mean, all of these serve a purpose, but with the bugs and the heat, and you know, everybody's skin is dry and itchy. So I'm going to do that next, hopefully. But it's going to have, well, I'm doing a cold infusion of chamomile. Try, anytime you infuse something, you want to try and do a cold infusion, because the heat can break down all of the good amino acid chains, polysaccharide chains, things like that, that you want that in your soap. You don't want it to break down, otherwise you pretty much did the extra work for nothing. Now, that's not always the case. There are certain things that need to be heated to release the beneficial chemicals. But if there is a point where I use any of those, I will let you know how to do the infusion. I ordered Mountain Herbs, I think, Mountain Herb Soap Supply. I ordered a bunch of different herbs and powders and things, and when that comes in, I'm going to do a video on it, because they have a lot of good stuff that is edible but also is good in soap. So let me give this another buzz. Oh yeah, that's what I'm like. Look at all those bubbles. That is crazy. And it smells really, really good. My husband likes the scent, and I like the scent, so we'll definitely be keeping a couple of bars. I have a big fair coming up in Gatlinburg, Tennessee. So I'm nervous and excited at the same time. Which that hello. Yeah. Don't you just love it when things go your way? Thank goodness I'm a good catch. Alright. Now this is the, what is this? This is the Teal My Heart, which was, I have a feeling I have to put more of this in there too. But you never know. Knock on wood, the fragrance seems to be behaving itself. And I probably will not be gelling this because of the amount of cream that I put in. Yeah, that's gonna need some more. You know what, I'm gonna put a little bit of the, just a dash of this in the other one that I did. I just want it a little darker blue. I want a little more contrast. Like I only put a 1/16 of a teaspoon. I believe that's an 1/8 of a teaspoon. It's worn off, but I'm pretty sure. Alright, here we go. If I do, I'm pretty sure I'm going to do a hanger swirl if this doesn't thicken up too much. I'm going to use the hanger swirl from Jamie Sumner from Utter Joy. She can be found on Facebook. If you are a subscriber to my soap club, which is Willow Rose Soap Club, it's a closed group. So all you have to do is just send a request, and we are very thorough on who we let in because there are a lot of scammers out there and a lot of people that frankly are in there to either cause trouble or to steal recipes. Now, I don't have a problem sharing my recipes at all. But just ask. I mean, don't go in, you know, or order a soap and say, oh, she uses this, this, and this, and then do the exact same thing. I mean, that's just rude. But like I said, I don't mind sharing recipes. I mean, I give everyone pretty much what I'm putting in there, and sometimes I even give the exact percentages. Contrast. This is really irritating me. And if you guys want to try the Kapuasu butter, they have it at WSP, which is where I ordered it from this last time, but I prefer the one from Sapphire Blue because it's unrefined and it's nice and soft, and I use that in my face creams and my body creams, and this is what I've bought and am using in soap. There's nothing wrong with it, it's still good, it's just really hard because it's been refined, so it's harder to work with. And You don't want your face cream to solidify. At least I don't. Here we go. And if you are a subscriber on my blog, I know I haven't posted anything for a while, and I'm sorry. I've been busy, but I do have notes made and for the next few articles. It may not be up till next week, but I am getting there. And there is a lot of good information on different butters, different essential oils, different carrier oils, and why they're good for your skin, why they're beneficial, maybe why they're more beneficial than one butter is more beneficial than the other. A lot of people love shea butter. I don't. It's not that it's not great. It's a great butter. It's great for your skin. I just can't use it. So, but a good replacement for shea butter is mango butter. And I think the reason I have a reaction to shea butter is because I am allergic to tree nuts. And as you know, shea comes from a tree nut. So I think that is the reason. Same with hemp. I love hemp butter and hemp oil. And I make a hemp soap, which is wonderful, but I can't use it, and that's just really bothers me. It's called the Happy Hippie. I haven't made any for a while. I need to make some more. It's a good summer scent. Now this does not have any, well, it does have a little titanium dioxide because of the mica, but I'm not using straight titanium dioxide. I don't mind if it's a bit cream colored, that's fine. Hello, this is getting thick. That's because I've been jabbering instead of working. And I know you've heard me say it before, I prefer the water soluble to the work brain to the oil soluble. It just doesn't seem to get as many lumps. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to just put a tiny bit of water in here because I do want it a little bit wider than that. Just literally a drop. Because I don't want it to be clumpy. There's not much in there, so it shouldn't take too much. But you never know. I think Snow White, their new white mica is probably my favorite. Vanna White and Phyllis Diller are also great. They just are a bit more iridescent than the Snow White. But just titanium dioxide, I tell you, it gets on everything. And if you're new to soaping, I know I should say this every time, you should wear gloves, eye protection, shoes, long sleeve shirt. But it's just like anything else. You need to be careful, and it's just like anything else. You get hurt walking across the street too if you're not careful. But I've, knock on wood, not had a issue in all the years I've been doing this. but one thing I do is I always wear gloves because I do react to lye, which is a good thing. Some people don't feel it, and then they'll end up with a lye burn. I feel it. I start to itch, and that's how I know to run the snake and rinse it in cold water. A lot of people think that vinegar is what you need to use, and that's absolutely not the case. I don't know where that started. I'm assuming it's because in vinegar is an acid and it does neutralize an alkaline, but that is not true on human skin, because human skin has sebaceous glands, which when you put vinegar on it, it exacerbates the lye burn, which I'm sure some people would disagree with that, but I promise you that is the case. So if you do get a little lye on your skin, just run it under cold water, then wash with soap, pat dry, and you should be fine as long as you catch it in time. Stay. Alrighty. We are ready to pour. Get some of these bubbles out. Nice and fluid. This is nice and thick. Just needs a stir though and it'll be fine.